Welcome to another episode of Regulation Rundown, where we break down the essential regulations that keep your operations safe and compliant. Today's episode focuses on an important topic: maintenance, modification, and repair of pressure systems under PSSR. We'll be covering key responsibilities, best practices, and how to document repairs the right way. Let's get started. First, let's talk about your responsibility as a user or owner of a pressure system. You are required to ensure the system is properly maintained to prevent danger. This builds on the duties set out by the Health and Safety at Work Act and PUA, which mandate that all equipment is maintained in a safe condition. The goal of maintenance is to ensure your system remains safe to operate. It's also important to assess any risks involved in maintenance activities as required by the Management of Health and Safety at Work regulations. Now, it's important to note the difference between maintenance and examination under the written scheme. These are two separate things. Maintenance is about keeping your system in good working order, while examinations are more about assessing the condition of the system. However, problems identified during an examination may require maintenance to resolve. A well-planned maintenance program is essential for ensuring safety. To create this program, consider the age of your system, operating conditions and the working environment, the manufacturer's instructions, the system's maintenance history, and any reports from previous examinations. By taking all of these factors into account, you can create a maintenance schedule that ensures critical safety components are regularly checked and maintained. Issues that arise during normal operations, such as frequent discharges from a relief valve, should be investigated as part of your maintenance routine. For systems prone to buildup of waste materials like digesters, regular checks should be performed to ensure that seals, interlocking components, and protective devices remain in working order. What about systems that have been out of service for a while? Before these systems are returned to operation, they'll need a detailed check to confirm equipment condition and complete any required maintenance to ensure they are still safe to use, regardless of any previous examinations. A way to streamline recommissioning of equipment after planned prolonged outages is to mothball it. This ensures the equipment is suitably protected from damage and deterioration while it is out of service. Let's move on to modifications and repairs. It's critical to ensure that any modifications or repairs don't create dangers or impair the operation of protective devices. This applies to both pressure and non-pressure parts of your system. For example, apply the same code of practice to both the non-pressurized outlet and the pressurized inlet of a relief device. Modifications and repairs should always follow appropriate standards and be approved by a competent person. This ensures the integrity of a pressure system. Best practice is to document repairs on a repair specification form. Here's how it works. Part 1, the repair is specified by an authorized engineer. This could be carrying out a defect excavation and weld repair of a piping system. Part 2, the repair is assessed by a qualified inspector who requests all the necessary quality information, including material certificates and any required non-destructive testing techniques, as well as any heat treatment and stress relief. There may also be the requirement to pressure test the repaired equipment. This simulates design conditions to verify the integrity of the final repair. Part 3, after the repair is carried out, the inspector gives final approval and signs off the form. A record of the form and all quality information is retained within the asset's maintenance history. This process ensures that all repairs are fully documented and compliant with safety standards. If the repair deviates from the original design of the system, it's essential to check your company's Management of Change or MOC procedure. This will help ensure that the risks of deviating from the design are properly assessed, understood, and mitigated. Additionally, the MOC procedure acts as a mechanism to capture any actions arising from the modification. For example, if a design is changed, you can use the process to make sure any as-built drawings and system documentation are updated to reflect the changes. When modifying or repairing your pressure system, always consider the original design specifications, the system's future duty after the repair, the impact on system integrity, whether protective devices are still adequate, and whether the written scheme of examination needs updating. Taking these factors into account ensures that your system remains safe and operational after modifications or repairs. In summary, regular maintenance keeps your system safe and compliant, avoiding hazards and ensuring it meets regulations. For modifications and repairs, proper documentation is key. This includes using a repair specification and having a qualified inspector approve the work. This ensures high-quality repairs and maintains the system's integrity. By following these steps, you can trust that your pressure system stays safe, reliable, and compliant, ensuring it runs smoothly for the long term. This video is intended for informational purposes only and should not replace professional advice. Always ensure your systems comply with relevant regulations and consult an expert when needed. For all your maintenance, modification, and repair needs, contact Motive. We're here to help you keep your pressure systems safe, reliable, and compliant. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Regulation Rundown. Goodbye.